Is that all right? Okay. Good evening, everyone. Tonight's special council meeting is for a purpose, and we only discuss that purpose at the meeting. We'll start by acknowledging country, and we'll begin by acknowledging the continuing connection of Aboriginal people to country, culture and community, including traditional custodians of this land, the Wadandi and Kaniang people of the Noongar Nation, paying respects to elders past and present. I declare the meeting open at 5 p.m. A reminder that this meeting is being live streamed and recorded in accordance with Council Policy EMCP2. Members of the public are reminded that no other visual or audio recording of this meeting by any other means is allowed without the permission of the chairperson. Whilst every endeavour has been made to only record those who are actively participating in the meeting, loud comments or noises may be picked up on the recording. In attendance tonight, we have myself, Councillor Vivian McCarthy, Councillor Lisa
just
Glover.
testing you can hear me before we go live.
They've got to say make their statement. That they're in
So in attendance, we have myself, Councillor McCarthy, Councillor Lisa Glover.
Sorry, my apologies. We've got no volume.
Just a moment, we're just checking our technology here.
Can they hear now?
Councillor Patrick and Councillor Davey, can you hear?
I just heard you then, yep.
Brilliant. Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
Okay. Did you hear any of the earlier opening?
No, nothing.
Okay. Do we need to take it back? It might have been the same for everybody. Okay, we'll just cover that again. Okay, we did begin by acknowledging the continuing connection of Aboriginal people to country, culture and community, including traditional custodians of this land, the Wadandi and Kaniang people of the Noongar Nation, paying respects to elders past and present. And we declared the meeting open at 5 p.m. We also just mentioned the reminder that the meeting is being live streamed and recorded in accordance with Council Policy EMCP2. Members of the public are reminded that no other visual or audio recording of this meeting by any other means is allowed without the permission of the chairperson. And while every endeavour has been made to only record those who are actively participating in the meeting, loud comments or noises may be picked up on the recording. In attendance, there's myself, Councillor McCarthy, Councillor Lisa Glover, Councillor Peter Gubler in the room. And then attending via Teams, we have Councillor Alexis Davey and Councillor Grant Patrick. And Councillor Anita Lindeman, I'm so sorry, Councillor Lindeman is in the room as well. I was just doing a mental check then, just to make sure I've covered everybody. And then staff present attending in the room are CEO Nick O'Connor, Director of Operations Roscoe Marshall, Acting Director of Finance and Corporate Lauren Clifford, and Administration Officer Corporate Services Samantha Farquhar. We have apologies from Councillor Anne Mitchell and Councillor John Bailey. There are no approved leave of absences at 2.2. At 2.3, do councillors have any requests for leave of absence? Nope. Okay, we have no announcements. So we move on to item 4, declarations of interest. And a reminder that Division 6, Subdivision 1 of the Local Government Act 1995 states that care should be taken by all councillors to ensure that a financial or impartiality interest is declared and that they refrain from voting on any matter which is considered to come within the ambit of the Act. Do councillors or staff have any declarations of interest? CEO?
Yeah, I'd just like to make a statement through you, Shire President. So, councillors, obviously the main topic of the special council meeting tonight is around the process of my performance review. as per the terms of my contract and indeed guiding documentation from WALGA and indeed other policies and best practice. This process is done as a sort of by mutual agreement, as in I've been obviously heavily involved in the process and working with relevant staff and indeed yourself, Shire President, and be involved in discussions with councillors at the recent workshop. I guess the end state of the review will be a discussion around continuation or the adequacy of my performance as a CEO, and indeed a discussion around the appropriateness of my remuneration package. So the end state will be that I will have obviously a financial interest, so I will step out of that meeting at that relevant juncture of time. But I guess I just wanted to place on record at this time that I'm happy to declare an impartiality interest, even though obviously I'm heavily involved in the process and need to agree to the process as per my contract.
Okay. And will you be required to fill out the form for impartiality interest?
I'm happy to just declare it.
To declare it. Okay. Thank you. Moving on, we have no questions at item 5, no presentations at item 6, and that takes us through to reports from committees at item 7, which is the purpose of this meeting, the 7.1.1 CEO Performance Review Process. Acting Director of, would you like to introduce this report or would just take it straight through to questions?
I'm happy to take it straight through to questions unless you'd like me to introduce it they've got no one viewing online, I don't think.
Thank you. Before I open up to questions, I'm just going to check something. Yes. Before we do that, I'd like Councillor Davey and Councillor Patrick to make your statements. Do you have them there with you?
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to go first, if that's okay with you, Councillor Patrick. Yep. So pursuant to section 14CA5 of the Local Government Administration Regulations 1996, I, Councillor Alexis Davey, declare that I am situated in a location where I can maintain confidentiality throughout the duration of the meeting. And I do have a question when the opportunity arises.
Thank you, Councillor Davey. Councillor Patrick?
Yep, pursuant to section 14CA5 of the Local Government Administration Regulations 1996, I, Councillor Grant Patrick, declare that I'm situated in a location where I can maintain confidentiality throughout the duration of the meeting.
Thank you, Councillor Patrick. Now, before we can go into the recommendation, councillors, we will have some open for questions, but we also need to take nominations for the appointment of the Performance Review Panel. So, Councillor David, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just seeking clarity. It was described to us in the workshop that the procurement process was undertaken involving 3 bids. I just noted that there is a section of the report that appears to be chopped off that discusses the procurement process, at least in the version I was looking at. So I just wanted to get confirmation from staff that 3 quotes were sought, how many were received, and how that process went through.
Thank you, Councillor Davey. Are you referring to a certain page that's cut off, or?
Yeah, I did send it through shortly prior to the meeting.
Okay,
to both.
Thank you. We're referring to page 9, I understand.
Yes, that's correct. I'm happy to answer that.
And, okay, CEO?
So thanks very much for your question, Councillor Davey, and through you, Shire President. Yes, so as required under Council's purchasing policy, we sought 3 proposals from suitably qualified consultants. I don't have the names of those consultants. I know obviously one's Price Consultancy. I don't have the dates that we went out, but we provided a 3-week turnaround period. Unfortunately, due to the time of the year, we only received 1 response to the request for quotation, and that is Price Consultancy. When we undertook a review of the fit for purposeness of Price's, both their dollar value as well as their experience and their ability to do the job, I'm comfortable that they can undertake the works as per the specified request for quotation.
Thank you, CEO. Does that answer your question, Councillor Davey?
Yeah, thank you. It was mentioned in the workshop. I just wanted it clarified for the purposes of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. CEO, can you guide us on, or Acting Director, could you guide us on a process for taking the nominations for the panel?
So, well, there's probably two ways you can do it. You can have the discussion before moving and seconding it, or if a more formal approach would be to move and second it, and then seek nominations to fill in the blanks that are in the officer recommendation.
So move and second the recommendation first. Okay. Councillors, would someone like to move the executive recommendation? Councillor Lindemann, and seconded Councillor Glover. Councillor Lindemann, did you want to talk to the recommendation?
No, thank you. Just that we're looking for nominations for the committee.
Councillor Glover?
I don't believe there's any comment to make.
Okay. Is anyone intending to argue against the recommendation? Then we'll take that as carried.
So, President, you probably just need to seek clarification. Obviously, yourself as the Shire President, as 3.1 has been appointed, and then there's two spaces.
I thought you wanted that after the moving the recommendation.
Right, so you've moved and seconded the recommendation, so the matter's then formally before council, and the
Okay.
clarity that's required before you put it to vote is who's going to fill elected member 1 and elected member 2.
Apologies, councillors. Okay. So I'm asking for nomination. Okay. Would councillors like to nominate for the panel? Councillor Glover?
Can I nominate? Yes.
Councillor Patrick?
That's fine. I was going to nominate Councillor Patrick, so
Right. Anyone else? Thank you. Well, that's then, as we are, and you accept both? Accepted, unopposed? Yeah. Unopposed? Okay, thanks, Councillor Patrick. Right, so pop those names in there. So I'm going to read that through then. The executive recommendation is that Council 1, adopt the attached CEO performance review process for Nicholas O'Connor. 2, disband the CEO recruitment and performance review committee. 3, appoint the CEO performance review panel as 3.1 Shire President, 3.2 elected member 1 Councillor Glover, and elected member, 3.3 elected member 2 Councillor Patrick, and 4, appoint Price Consulting as the external reviewer consultant for the 2025 CEO performance review. Okay, now we'll put that to vote. Unless you want to write a reply, Councillor Lindemann. Okay, we'll put that to vote. All in favour? And that's carried unanimously. Okay, moving through items 8, 9, 10 and 11, which are not relevant to the purpose of the special meeting, takes us to item 12, closure. The next agenda briefing session will be held on the 20th of August 2025 at 5 p.m. Sorry, you're right? Yep. In the Shire of Donnybrook Balingup Council Chamber, and we declare the meeting closed at 5:13 p.m. Thank you, councillors.